Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Let's Get Real with Real Estate. Today we find ourselves at 329 Finley Avenue, Northwest, Lenoir, North Carolina. $115,000 for a two-bedroom, one bathroom, 1,120 square feet, built in 1952 on a small lot. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have single-story living, flexible space, enclosed sunroom, new tankless water heater, if you're into that. Attention investors and smart buyers. This functional home, located in the heart of Lenoir, close to shopping and dining, offers great potential and is ready for your vision. Enjoy efficient single-story living featuring two bedrooms and one full bathroom, as well as flex space and enclosed sunroom area. Seller has invested in crawl space and foundation repair, as well as tree trimming, adding value and a start on the renovation. Newer tankless water heater in-home has it has a new tankless water heater, and some flooring has been removed and new subfloors laid due to the foundation work, so that's good, and leveling. With its prime location just off Highway 321, this home offers convenience and ease of living. This home offers a fantastic opportunity for investors or buyers looking to make it their own. Selling as is, most are. Owner to make no repairs. Cash sale only, financing will not be an option. So you got to bring $115,000 cash, or if you've got $75,000 cash and you want to put an offer in, do it. You never know. If you don't get in the game, you'll never win. It's been on the market for 10 days, listed by Michelle, Michelle.Herren@gmail.com, Realty Executives of Hickory. I don't see a phone number. You could email her there or just Google that office and ask for her. We have two bedrooms, one bathroom. We know that. Natural gas, that's a good thing. Central air, heat pump, check, check. Gas range, refrigerator, tankless water heater, a mud room. Okay. Detached carport driveway. Has a carport. That's good. Cover your car. Single family foundation crawl space, which they said they did some work on. Vinyl siding, public sewer, public water. That's good. No subdivision. Annual tax amount is $325. Here's a winner. $325 a year in taxes. That is fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Now let's check that. Taxes were $325 in 2025, so they probably will be similar to that this year, we would think. It sold in 2013 for $13,000, almost $14,000, and they I guess they've lived in it since then, or somebody has, or it's been rented or something. Um, and now they're selling it for 115 10 years 10 13 years later. Okay, that's cool. Of course, here's the schools, if you need to know that. That middle school's got a good rating. That's one of the highest ones we've seen in North Carolina so far in our homes. That's great. High school's a bit terrible. Okay, so let's look at our little map here and see where we are. Lenoir in North Carolina is more western. I'm not talking about clothing. Talking about location. So, okay, here we are in North Carolina. Here's the state line, that little criggly point that goes in there. So here's Charlotte right here. Lenoir's up here, sort of northwest. Excuse me, of Charlotte. Asheville's over here. If you want to go to the Biltmore House, that's beautiful. Okay, let's look at our street view. For some reason, well, too late. We left you too late. You were too slow. Let's look at our photographs. So here we are, 115, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,120 square feet. It's cute. We need some roof work, some roof repair. You probably need a new roof, it looks like. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like the siding's ripped out. I don't know what that is. There's moss or something growing here on the roof. That's not a good sign. And it's obvious that the person who owns this house don't want to deal with anyone. So right now I'm not seeing 115,000. What about you guys? Okay, so we got a nice covered carport for your car. That's cool, and a door that goes right into the house. I'd rather have a door that you can see out of. I guess the barbecue comes with it. Looks like a concrete driveway, so that's nice. Here we have like a sun porch, I guess, or a sunroom. So that's a nice addition. Got 2 fans there. Oh, 3 fans actually. Not crazy about the lights on them, but you could switch that out easy. Got some good windows there, it looks like. A nice door. Nice French solid pane door. These windows are protected because they have this porch over them, or whatever you want to call it. Sunroom, I guess. So here we are going into the house from the sunroom. So we have golden oak wood floors, it looks like. Probably original, maybe. Or they're awful good shape for that old, though, wouldn't you think? So we have some 70s paneling here. Probably. So this is where they took the subfloor out, I guess, and reworked on the flooring and the crawl space and stuff. And then put in the new subflooring, so you'd have to put flooring down there. Work on the roof a little bit. So this is, I guess, the ensuite bathroom. So that would be, well, how could it be ensuite if you have 1 bathroom? Okay, so here we are in this room. Now, I suppose this is the same room that has the same flooring, or maybe they had to do that in both rooms. So you'd want to make sure that gets looked at to make sure it was done properly. Now, I don't know if they were doing some of that same stuff to the floor in here or not, but there's some tile missing from there. There's your subfloor right there. And if the tile's put right down on that wood, that's certainly not how you do that. So this, I don't know, this bathroom is a little precarious to me, and I would certainly have someone look at the way this is built out here because it looks a little odd to me. Okay, here's a bedroom, I suppose. Here's a bathroom, nothing special. Bathroom. Bedroom, I guess. There's a water heater I see in there, or some kind of device. The paneling in here looks like they've started to paint over it and try to get rid of the lines in it by putting some spackling or something on it instead of just painting over it. I don't know what they were doing. That's some kind of LVP floor, it looks like. So you're probably going to have to just refloor the whole house because you might not like any of the flooring. Now they redid all the subflooring in here as well, so you'd want to crawl under the house and make sure all that's done right. That everything looks dry and not rotted, no termites or nothing like that. I always recommend a termite inspection. They don't cost that much. Here's another room where they also redid the flooring. So apparently the floors were an issue in this just about the entire house. So I would make sure my inspector goes under the house to check everything to make sure. Now with 1,120 square feet, I don't know if you're going to be able to fit another bathroom in here, nor would you want to, for such a small space. Maybe, I don't know. But now would be a great time to do it since you got to do all the floors. Now, of course, this refrigerator might come with it, but it looks like garbage to me, so I would throw that out. Wait a minute, there's some water damage here on the ceiling, but we already know you got to do a roof. You're going to have to do a roof on this house. It's not that big of a house, so it shouldn't cost too much. But roofs are not cheap. I will say roofs are very expensive. And it can be stressful to put a roof on a house. I've done it. Now here's the little outdoor laundry area, I guess. This looks like a hookup for a washer. I'm not seeing a vent for a dryer, but maybe it's stuck over here in this hole as well. That was probably a back porch or something, because there's the back door. So here's the little backyard. That's cute. Doesn't look like too much work to do there. That laundry room is off the kitchen, so that back door is probably the one that goes out to the driveway where the garage is. So that's convenient. It's a pretty little backyard, isn't it? I think that's a crepe myrtle there. I don't know what this tree is over here, but there's the carport over there. You'd want to make sure this gets covered up a little better than that. Critters can get in there, and they're probably already in there. And make sure your crawl space is ventilated well and have good vents. Now, the back fascia and everything looks way better than the front. Like it just looks almost new. So you don't have to do anything back here. Just some work on the front and the roof. Backyard's nice. I can't tell if it's sloping or anything, but it's a nice backyard. So that's what we've got of this little house here. And this one is in Lenoir, North Carolina, for $115,000, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,120 square feet. You might have, you could possibly live in here while you're working on it. I mean, you could. Definitely you could. Would you want to? I don't know. The steps look good, so that's nice. And there she is. And there's some kind of little upstairs area, so I don't know. Sometimes on these houses, that's just for looks, and there's no way to get in there. But I don't know what's going on up in the roof of this house, so I didn't see any pull down. There probably was one. So this is in Lenoir, North Carolina, on Finley Avenue. And next, we're going to go to 507 East 3rd Street, or 3rd Avenue, in Chadbourn, North Carolina. Now, this one is pending, but that don't mean you can't put an offer in. So we're just going to, since it is pending, you can put an offer in still if you wanted to. We're just going to quickly jump through the photographs and see what you get for 115 in Chadbourn, North Carolina, as opposed to 115 in Lenoir. So basically, even though this is a pending property and you could still technically put an offer in if you wanted to, I just want to compare it to just show you from Lenoir, North Carolina to Chadbourn, North Carolina, which is more eastern in North Carolina. Here's the house from the outside. We're getting 1,288 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The same exact price of the one in Lenoir. Got a really nice driveway, beautiful crepe myrtles coming down the drive, beautiful landscaping, beautiful yard, looks very well taken care of. The neighbor's yard is cute. Charming little front porch. Put a railing on there, that'd be even cuter. Flower boxes on the window. From what I see in that picture, the neighborhood looks nice. Sidewalk to the side or the back. Some nice landscaping there. Looks like a newer air unit. Got a little shed out back. That's cute. Here's the inside. This is an AI staged photograph right here, so we're not looking at that. This is the actual room. Floors look nice. And this is the same price as the one in Lenoir. So between the two, which would you prefer? This one in Chadbourn, North Carolina, with a little bit more square feet and already livable. This is totally move-in ready. As opposed to the one in Lenoir that's the same price and it's more in western North Carolina and you couldn't live in it at all. Not even really to work on it. So, I mean, this would be a much better deal, don't you think? This is a very cute kitchen. Got some newer appliances and an older refrigerator, but you do have a dishwasher. That's a plus. And, you know, we have some wall paneling. It's of the same era, sort of, you know. But this one also has 2 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms. So you're getting an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom for the same price. And you can move right into this house and not have to do any work on it. So what do you think's the better deal? It seems to me like the house in Lenoir. Look at that beautiful laundry room. This was a great deal. So if you got, 130,000, I bet you could still get this house. You'd probably, somebody's already got it pending, but pending is not sold. Anything can happen when a house is pending. It's pending inspection, it's pending this, it's pending that, it's pending someone's trying to get a mortgage, it's pending all kinds of things. So it doesn't mean you can't make an offer. Here's another nice bathroom. So this one's a really nice house for the same price. So, that's from one end of the state to the other, really. And I'll show you where this one is in North Carolina. And you see here, you're really close to the ocean, the beach, beautiful Oak Island, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Wilmington's here. And the other one is way up here in western North Carolina, closer into the mountains, mountainous, hilly area. So for me, it would be a no-brainer. I'd want the one for 115 down near the coast in Chadbourn. So anyway, until we meet again for our next episode, I hope any of this was valuable information. Just again to reiterate, I am aware this house is pending. I am aware that you can still make an offer on a pending property. Although my point here was to compare the two areas of North Carolina, so maybe that will help someone in some way. Because they are the same price, and I think I would prefer the other one as opposed to this one. Wouldn't you? Until we meet again, I'll see you real soon on Let's Get Real with Real Estate. Thank you.